Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to start, and what an absolutely fabulous day. Now, I do want to set the tone for the day. I'm Lucia Drummond. I will be your host for this morning, and we're going to have this day of celebration. It's a day where we celebrate the achievements of these incredible students that will be coming in just a moment. But you know, it's made with a room full of people. We've got sponsors, donors, we've got teachers, we've got coaches, we've got parents, we've got friends. We have so many stakeholders in the success of these individuals, and today we celebrate that. So if you're in this room, we not only celebrate them, but we celebrate you and the role that you play in making this day possible. Now, I don't know if this happens to you, if it only happens to me, but this quote popped into my head, and I was like, wow, did I just make that up? I mean, this sounds really smart, right? And this fabulous quote was, gratitude is the fuel for celebration. I thought, wow, that's good. I can write a whole book about this. I need to tell the world about this. Gratitude is the fuel for celebration. I'm going to tell them this at the celebration. Then I thought, let me just Google it. You know, here's an academic part to what's happening here. So plagiarism is real. So I quickly went to go Google it. Actually, someone else came up with this. Oh, damn. It was Neil Donald Walsh, and what he actually said was gratitude by way is the foundational energy of celebration. So if you came in here today and you're feeling like you rushed, or you're thinking, did I put the iron off, or you're worrying about some report that you have to get in, or goodness, if you're like me, you're wondering if you can still get that Black Friday deal, right? I want to ask you to just lean into your gratitude. Gratitude that we get to celebrate. Gratitude that there's a fan on, that you got your bottle of water, that you look good today, that you're breathing. If there's an ache or a pain, you still got here today and you're able to celebrate with these students. Just lean into that gratitude. And as you lean into the gratitude, we're just going to feel the energy of celebration rise in this room. So can you do that with me? Right. And in the spirit of gratitude and celebration, let's just very quickly celebrate all the mothers in the room. Oh, you know, these kids, they be stressing us out, right? But all the mothers, if you're a mom, just put your hand up and wave. Thank you, moms. Thank you, moms. All the dads, daddies, put those, not the zaddies, the daddies, right? All the daddies, put your hands up. Oh, daddies, we're proud of you. Thank you for taking off work to be here today. Then all the teachers, all the coaches, all the admin staff, all the people that work behind the scenes to make it happen. If you're not busy somewhere working, where are you? Can we have some hands up for you too? All right, in between, we see them. Thank you, thank you. To all the partners, the funders, the sponsors, the board members, all of you, put your hands up. Let's have a wave from you. Thank you. Thank you for being here and for what you do. And then finally, the alumni. All those, you could have been somewhere else, but you're here, and we're so happy to see you. All the alumni, partners, fantastic. So in that spirit, we're going to be handing over shortly, but before then, I just want to give you a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to keep that gratitude alive, but our housekeeping basics, if you don't know where the bathroom is, you rushed into the room, it's right out the door in the back. You're going to turn to your right, opposite the staircase, you'll see your female and male bathrooms over there. There's water. If you haven't grabbed one, you might want to quickly go get one. And then we are going to have a phenomenal day, and it's going to be a phenomenal procession. Each and every student's going to come up here. They're going to have their moment, and this is a special moment. Very often I have felt, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Can I do this? And I look at the photo of my graduation and I think, hey, you did that. So come on, you're learning something new. This might be difficult, but you did that day. So I think you can do this. And so this photo and this moment is special. So we're going to celebrate that with each of these students. And thereafter, we are going to have a celebration together with some food, some drink, be refreshed and celebrate with the students. So thank you for being here. And that is basically the lay of the land and the program for the day. So without further ado, I'm going to be handing over to one of the students in the back who's going to lead a procession for us and pray for us. I'm going to ask for everyone to stand. We'll have a moment of silence as he leads us in a gratitude prayer, and from there the students will come in. Once they are in, we'll all be seated together.
Can we all close our eyes? Baba, egameni lakho moya engcwele. Ekseni siyakumema kulomsitho moya engcwele. Xa soqala moya engcwele. Bonakala lo msebenzi uqhutywa nguwe moya engcwele. Siyakumema njengoThixo. Fefa igazi lakho elinamandla moya engcwele. Lapha lemnqamlezweni ngenye imini. Lapha lathina moya engcwele. Oh Nkosi, siyakumema njengoThixo. Nyalasa kule nkundla moya engcwele. Sibulela Nkosi ubukho bakho moya engcwele. Usithwele kuqala unyaka moya engcwele. Ngokuyaphela moya engcwele, saphelele moya engcwele. Sibulela inyheba yakho oyenzele yona moya engcwele. Sisi-student zase PYDA moya engcwele. Sibulela nestaff moya engcwele esisiphethe kakuhle enyakeni moya engcwele. Sezikhona izinto moya engcwele. Kodwa Nkosi kwazile Nkosi namandla onke ukugqitha Thixo namandla onke sekubotshwa amaqhina moya engcwele. Kodwa Nkosi sibulela ubukho bakho moya engcwele. Abanye Thixo namandla abukumandanga kubo xa besibona siphuma siphethe ibag moya engcwele. Oh Jesus, siyabonga moya engcwele. Usithwele Nkosi kuthe kwalapho kubani obesasi moya engcwele. Kuwe wedwa moya engcwele. Sithe Nkosi mzali uyinzulu esimanga. Uye emfihlakalo moya engcwele. Ubona apho singakwazi ubona khona. Sicela amandla emandleni moya engcwele. Usiphe Nkosi ubulumko bakho Nkosi. Oh Jesus, asinalo elinye ithemba ngaphandle kwakho moya engcwele. Sibulela Nkosi namandla onke xa iphela lo mnyaka. Sisi-student zase-PYDA sisaphelele. Akho umuntu uyawakeqa moya engcwele. Sibulela Nkosi uthando lwakho moya engcwele. Utshilo ezwini lakho moya engcwele. Wathi misibiza wena mina empandezelo usihlangule. Sibiza wena ngala mina namhlanje moya engcwele. Sihlangule moya engcwele. Usiphe amandla emandleni. Uhlale Thixo namandla onke kulo msitho moya engcwele. Xa sizawuqala siyakumema njengoThixo. Fefa igazi lakho elinamandla moya engcwele. Siyakubonga Thixo namandla onke. Sibulela ubulumko bakho sinike bona moya engcwele. Bingokuthanda kwethu moya engcwele kodwa biwukuthanda kwakho moya engcwele. Ewe Nkosi, akhona amayeke endleleni, zikhona ii-challenges moya engcwele. Kodwa sikwazile Nkosi ukuphumela kuzo moya engcwele. Siyakuthiwa sizugqitha moya engcwele. Siyakubeka amaqhina moya engcwele. Nkosi ukwazile wakhwithilila egameni nasegazini lakho moya engcwele. Sibuyisela kuwe Nkosi udumo nombeko kube zikufanele moya engcwele. Uyinzulu esimanga, uye emfihlakalo moya engcwele. Oh Jesus, we thank you Lord. Egameni nasegazini lakho kuthi bekunaphakade. Amen.
And now our class of 2025.
Ante nos
Welcome, class of 2025. Everybody, you're welcome to be seated. I want to ask for a special note. If everyone can just switch their phones to silent. I know you want to keep your phone on because you might want to take photos or record, but if you could please switch to silent. It is month end, so the only ones calling you are to sell insurance or to collect their debt. So, I don't think you want to take that call anyway. We're going to kick today off and continue the celebration with a spoken word this morning from Mihlali Fonoza. Please come to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Mihlali, but for now you can call me Art because I am art in nature. I'm made of stories, colored by hope and made by struggles. But I'm not here for that. I am just here to show you what happens when feelings meet flow. 1, 2, 3, ABC, TikTok. Time is ticking. 1, 2, 3, ABC, TikTok. Time is ticking. What change have you brought? What contributions have you made? That's poverty asking me unanswerable questions, telling me I'm not doing enough. 1, 2, 3, ABC, TikTok. Time is ticking. That's poverty reminding me that I'm getting comfortable with folding arms with my eyes rolled while I have nothing on my hands. You got to wake up. Pride won't pay the bills. You got to work hard. Success ain't child's play. I know poverty. I am poverty because I am the daughter of the forbidden past. I am the great-grandchild of the poorly cursed grandparents. It's interlocked, intertwined, and interconnected. Will I ever break it? Am I really willing to break myself? Remember, I am poverty. It runs in my veins, it poisons my blood, it whispers in my ears telling me, I am you, you are me. If they couldn't break me, who are you? I'm trying to be at the peak of the forbidden pyramid. I am trying to break these chains that are set as a reminder to tell us we are not capable. I am trying to wash away the dark cloud over our heads that is set as a reminder that black people will never be successful. I want to be the living proof that Africa is not only rich in nutrients, but it's the rich nutrients that enriched us into these beautiful creatures with rich hearts, minds, and souls. I want to be at the peak of the forbidden pyramid. Cracks on our feet have a story to tell of how far we've walked to get here. Veins on our bodies are substitutes for the long and never-ending journey. I want to be at the peak of the forbidden pyramid. 1, 2, 3, ABC, TikTok. Time is ticking.
Oh, thank you, Mhlali, for that wonderful, passionate. I have had the honor of working with PYDA over the past few years, working with students one-on-one, doing a presentation for the groups. And it's amazing to see the community in this organization. They build community. And the other thing that I love and admire is they consider the individual. Each individual, there's personal development. There's your story, and we take your story, and we take what we have to offer, and we weave it together to give you a future that is hopeful, that leads you in a direction where you want to do more than just serve yourself. I've spoken to so many of these students and the students in the previous years, and they often say, you know, I have a group that I'm coaching. I have a group that I coach in sport. There's girls I want to inspire. There's boys I want to show this to. So many of these students have a heart to inspire and encourage others. And that is one of the things that I love that PYDA does so wonderfully. For the official opening remarks, with the stats, the figures, and everything that this phenomenal organization has done over the last 12 years, I want to invite Roger Domingo, the Executive Director, to the stage.
Well, let's just start by thanking Lucia again. She can't blow her own horn when she kicks off this event, but we're very privileged to have Lucia as our host this afternoon. Lucia is an award-winning speaker, an author, a coach, and she's very generously donated so much of her time to PYDA this year. Her time is at a premium. You'll find her on KFM, on the Tracy Lang Show, and various other TV programs. So we're very, very fortunate to have her with us this afternoon, Lucia. So just a quick shout out to you. If you see me any other day, you're very unlikely to see me dressed this way. Our students will tell you. In fact, I don't think I've worn a tie in 10 years. But there was something about this year and this group that said, Roger, go all out. Eh? So this is honoring you today. And furthermore, I thought, before I get into some of my formal remarks, and I've made some notes this year, it's important to share with you that one of the things we do in PYDA every day, we have what's called a check-in. And we use something called PYDA, which stands for how you're feeling physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. And I thought that will be a good way to open today. And so I will check in with PYDA because all of my feelings today is wrapped up in this group. And so everything I'm feeling is directly attached to each and every one of you. So physically, I'm feeling super well. Intellectually, I'm stimulated for today. Emotionally, I'm excited. I'm honored. I actually feel emotional and a bit teary, and I'm not sure why, because that's not in my nature. Again, I don't know what it is about the class of 2025, but you've touched my heart in a very particular way. And then spiritually, I believed in you when you started. I believe in you today, and I will continue to believe in you long after today. And with that, I check in. Asya? So for those of you who don't know, every single day, that's how we start in PYDA. Every single student does that. And so today I was just representing what happens every day. There was so much that happened this year, I felt I needed to make some notes and ensure that I don't forget anything. But before I begin, greetings, and again, welcome to everyone. This is my 4th graduation in PYDA, but we've been having graduation since 2013, so it's quite significant. But I'm looking around the room, and it's a full house. It's a full house for you. So that's amazing. We have funding partners, strategic partners, coaches, industry partners, all here today. And I'm not going to mention too many names because I would not like to leave anybody out, but I do want to mention Thandi, who's joining us here today. And the reason, you can clap hands in a moment. The reason I'm mentioning Thandi is because she's one of our current patrons. And she's also the daughter of one of our founding patrons, the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And it's quite a privilege to have her with us today. She herself has had to endure health challenges, but she made the time and effort to be with us and with you today. So, Tandi, you're most welcome. And then again, to all of you who have contributed in any way to this year, welcome and thank you for joining us. Today is a milestone. It is a celebration of achievement, growth, resilience, and possibility. But it is also a moment to remind ourselves why PYDA exists and why this work we do is so important. PYDA was established in 2012 with one main purpose: develop unemployed youth for personal and professional success. Since our first class in 2013, 756 young people have walked through our doors. With today's group included, 703 have graduated. That represents 92% of all students who have walked through our doors. I think that's quite significant, a 92% retention rate. Perhaps more importantly, PYDA's change is all about meaningful economic participation for young people. I'm not going to go into the gory facts of what unemployment looks like in South Africa. I think many of us know. But PYDA, since our first class in 2013, we have managed to sustain an employment rate of 75 to 90% within 6 months of graduation. That's very significant. If you understand the stats in South Africa as a whole, 75 to 90% is fantastic. And so that deserves a round of applause, I believe. But people often ask, what's the long-term impact? It's wonderful telling us that a graduate has secured a job within 6 months. What about a year later? What about 2 years later? Well, you'll be pleased to know we have an alumni connected program. And this year, led by Rita, our alumni lead, we did a survey among a 30% sample group of all our graduates over the years. And the current unemployment rate, you won't believe this, stands at 83%. 83%. So that's from the beginning to date. Again, I've been in the civil society and development space for over 20 years. These are not numbers you'll see anywhere else. Trust me. But these are not just numbers. They represent changed lives, families supported, and futures opened for young people who were too often told that opportunity was out of reach. The class of 2025, you become a defining part of PYDA's history. Another first. For the first time ever since 2013, 100% of the group graduates. We started with 60, 60 completed the course. Well done. Every single student who started this year completed. I'm repeating that because it's significant. We're 13 years old and it's the first time we've done that. And it's a testament to the group, I believe. And so I acknowledge you once again. This achievement, however, belongs not just to the student, but to all of you who in some way contributed to their journey. And at this stage, I particularly want to acknowledge our team of staff. You won't see all of them now, but they're somewhere at the back. They devote their time, their energy, tirelessly to supporting the group, and I'll acknowledge them again later on, but I thought it's a good point just to shout out to the team standing there at the back. Another first. Today, alongside our well-established wine practitioner course, we're also graduating 20 tourism practitioner students. It's our first tourism group. This group completed an accredited higher certificate in, what is it? An accredited NQF Level 5 higher certificate in tourism management. And that's a first for PYDA. And perhaps most notably, I'm not sure you'll find this in any college or university. Renee, you're somewhere there, you can tell me. But every single one of the students who participated in the tourism class achieved distinction for every module. Every module. So they did 6 modules and achieved distinction for every module. Not assessed by PYDA, assessed by our academic partner, Mancosa. And so it's not us trying to push up the marks, it's independently assessed, so well done again. We had a first in our wine practitioner course as well. So in wine, we offer Introduction to Enology and WSET Level 2, and this year we strengthened the curriculum with the introduction of sommelier training, and each of the wine practitioner students were then also registered with the South African Sommeliers Association, or SASA. And so that significantly will increase their employability. And so that too is a first for PYDA. So both in WSET and with SASA, you receive a pin, and so our wine practitioner students can proudly wear their pins. I'm sure you've received it already. As outstanding as these results are, what truly defines PYDA, as many of you know, is our focus on personal development. Technical training opens doors, but personal development is what helps you walk through those doors with confidence, with integrity, and with resilience. It helps you stay the course. It helps you solve problems. It helps you communicate better. And it helps you manage yourselves. We meet young people who arrive carrying the weight of circumstances they did not choose. Many arrive uncertain, unsure of themselves, sometimes even convinced they are not capable. Over the year, we see transformation. We see the individual transformation. And it is one of the most special things for us as PYDA to experience every year. By the time you graduate, you are not simply ready for work, we are confident that you are ready for life. None of this happens in isolation. There are 2 things vital to PYDA's model. The one I've just spoken about, that is personal development. But the other is our industry partnerships. Our model and our success as far as employment goes depends on working closely with the industries that we have chosen. And in our case, that's the wine industry and that's the tourism industry. And so none of what we achieve can be possible without them. You have shaped our curriculum, offered support, offered workshops and short courses, opened your cellars, farms, tasting rooms, and production spaces, and consistently taken our students for work placements, and then hired them because you saw their talent and believed in them. Significantly, the tourism industry, this was our first full year in the tourism industry, and the response has been exceptional. You stepped forward with enthusiasm and genuine commitment to youth development. This year, the class of 2025 benefited from a record number of exposure learning opportunities provided by our industry partners. For example, Delheim hosted a full vineyard and cellar tour with guided tasting that deepened students' understanding of wine. And they did this entirely at their cost, not ours. Westgrow, one of our partners, facilitated a tourism familiarization tour to Caledon and Hermanus, where students completed ziplining, hiking, and visits to various establishments. These experiences bring the classroom to life, and to our partners, we are truly grateful for your support. I try not to mention names, but I do want to mention Nicolette Boyens. I'm not sure if she's here today. I don't think so. But Nicolette Boyens, as part of Visit Stellenbosch, was instrumental in helping us shape the tourism curriculum and helping us strengthen partnerships across the sector. So Nicolette and Visit Stellenbosch, if you are represented today, thank you. To you, the class. Today marks a journey that began long before February. Many of you began it the moment you decided to apply for the opportunity. More than 500 young people applied. You chose to step forward. You chose to put yourselves through our demanding selection process. You chose to believe you deserved a place in PYDA. Do you remember the recruitment? Do you remember it? Was it easy? 500 applied. 60 were selected. They are before you today. The choice matters. It shows agency, it shows courage, it shows belief in your own potential. You faced challenges, personal and academic. You learned new skills, you confronted fears and insecurities. You supported one another. And today, you finish as a group of 60 who have earned the right to call yourselves a PYDA graduate. I always take the opportunity at graduations to give some feedback on where we're at with employment. You'll know that I mentioned earlier that we usually aim for 90% within 6 months after graduation. Last year, I was able to announce on the day of graduation that 50% of the group had already secured employment. Today, I can announce that of this group, 52% have already secured employment. Again, not possible without our industry partners who host our students for work placements. But 52% before they walk out our doors today is very significant. Again, I challenge you to find these figures anywhere else in the country. Before graduation day, we think about what's going to happen. Will I land employment? I remember many of you asking me. And the point of me sharing that 52% of you have already secured employment really is just an indicator of what is to come for those of you who will secure employment later. So it is coming, I believe that. As you walk out here, you take with you more than certificates. You take with you the tools to navigate adversity, the mindset to make choices that move you forward, and the confidence to rise above your circumstances. Your future is not determined by where you started. It is shaped by the decisions you will make moving forward. Keep choosing growth. Keep choosing courage. Keep choosing to show up for yourselves. None of what we do is possible without support, and I've mentioned our industry partners a few times, but it takes resources to do what we do over here. And so our funding partners are significant, and we're very happy to have some of them in the room today. So I do want to acknowledge our funding partners. Your support is not simply financial. It is a belief in the value of young people and the power of opportunity. To our board, thank you for your leadership. And our board is led by our chairperson who's here today, Crispin, sitting in front over here. Thank you for your leadership. It's been a great year for the most part. but I'd be lying to you if I say didn't have any challenges. We had our challenges, we overcame our challenges, but significantly behind the scenes, we had a voluntary board devoting a lot of time, effort, and expertise to guiding me and supporting me through that process. And so I do want to acknowledge my board and say thank you to them. And I particularly will acknowledge Crispin today, because Crispin is an interesting board chairperson. Interesting in the sense that what interests him most is not always the technical aspects of the organization. Crispin's first words generally when he sees me is, "How's Roger doing?" Or he'll drop me a WhatsApp and say, "How's Roger doing?" And when we do meet, his next question will be, "And how's the team?" And so I think that's very significant that we have a chairperson who is very interested and cares for the people in the organization working with the students and the alumni. So Crispin, thank you to you. And thank you to all the board. To my team, at this stage, I do want to see you all, and I want the whole room to see you all, wherever you are. Just step out of the dark there, Spesh, Z, and Rita, Rishka, Emma, Namonde. So as you can see, we are a small team, but we make magic happen. This year asked a lot of us. You carried this program. You showed up every day. You held the standard of care that defines PYDA. And as a leader, I can only be proud. I am most proud and most appreciative that even on the days where my own leadership could have been a lot better, you showed up nonetheless. And I think for all your commitment, your diligence, your care for the students, I think your heart is what I want to acknowledge. And so, graduates, help me acknowledge the team, please. Class of 2025, congratulations. You have made history at PYDA. You have shown what is possible when talent meets opportunity and when belief meets hard work. May you continue to rise, continue to lead, and continue to be the difference that South Africa and the world so desperately needs. Well done, and thank you.
Isn't it just amazing to hear all those figures and stats? And to hear about this group. Now I know that zip lining. Were all of you okay? Right? What I love about PYDA is that they look at the personal side as well. We all can sit in a classroom, but we come from such diverse backgrounds. There's so many things happening. And when we learn to manage self, all of a sudden we can actually step forward and be successful. If you just think about your own life, and you can think about when you were 18, 19, 20, in those foundational, primitive years, and you had someone really guide you and speak into your life, would it have made a difference in where you are today? Absolutely. I remember when I was in school and I didn't have the focus and attention that this group has had this past year. But when I was in high school, I had one teacher, the business teacher, and he would say, "Lucia, there's something special about you. You must keep going." And I remember his words till today. Because sometimes we just need that one person to see something that we're not even sure is there. And so this year, you've had that year where people have come around you, whether your peers, whether your teachers, your coaches, and they've seen something in you. And oh my goodness, 100% graduation rate clearly It has hit, it has worked, and you have believed it. So well done to you. And one of the amazing things about this group is that community, that doing something together. And so they will be blessing us with a song item today, together, the whole entire group. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear this. You may welcome the stage. Wasn't that just absolutely beautiful? If you were here today and you heard all the stats and you saw the beautiful faces, I think that is the one thing that gives you the feeling and the essence and the vibe of this group and PYDA. Oh, magic. We can actually end right there. Oh, but we have more. We have more. I do feel like it's a little bit like a Black Friday because, like what we just got there, because usually you don't have the guest of honor perform. It's almost like you got a 2-for-1. You came to honor the guest, but they performed for you too. As we get ready to head into the time where we award the certificates, and we have that special moment just before then, we're going to have someone from the alumni and a board member come and address us and come and just share her heart behind this organization and experience. Yoliswa Masakwane, come to the stage, please.
Yes. It's a full house. Good morning, everyone. Molweni, Dumelang, Ninjani, Siyaphila nam. My name is Yoliswa Masekwana. I am a graduate from the 5th generation of wine and tourism, 2017. So I'm the oldie. So it's an honor to stand here today and share my journey and reflect on how I got or stumbled across the PYDA opportunity. So I used to work for corporate, and the company that I was working for was moving out of Stellenbosch to be in Swellendam. And I was like, you know what, I'm used to the farm, which is Stellenbosch, but I'm not going to another farm, which is worse. So I decided not to move. So I was unemployed. I had no plan B to fall back into. I don't know what I was doing, but I just decided that I'm not moving. So I didn't move, and I would every morning go to the library to check, because there's internet at the library, also the newspapers where people are advertising opportunities. So I was going to the library every morning, and then I came across this advert about PYDA learnership, about wine. And back then, I was not even drinking wine, let alone any alcohol, actually. But the only thing that interested me on that ad was the stipend, which was 1,500. So I had a whole plan. I was like, you know what, I'm going to use the stipend to print my CVs for transport, to look for the job that I'm actually looking for. And then when I'm done, I'm going to drop these people. So I applied. The application process is also not an easy one. A lot of us, I think we're about 300 people. So I applied, and then I got through the application. I got called to go to a camp, a recruitment camp. And I got there. It was a lot of us. I think we were about 150 that were on the selection camp. And my personality, I am a very reserved person. I speak when spoken to. And when I got there, everyone was active. Everyone was participating in the topics. And I think there were 2 topics that were uncomfortable for me then. It was teenage pregnancy and gender-based violence. And people were raising their hands, we were sitting in a circle, and I was like, you know what? By the end of the weekend, because it was the whole weekend, I was like, you know what? I didn't get in, so it's fine. I'll keep looking. And then I got a call this one morning, and then Rita said, you just got, I'm calling to confirm that you're still interested in the learnership. And I said, yeah, I am interested. And she's like, no, you don't sound excited because I'm calling to tell you that you've been selected. I was like, really? So I lost hope. I thought I was not selected because I didn't know how they were selecting, because the process was just very different. I've never seen it before. Fast forward to the class. So got into class. We had 2 classes. There was wine class, and then there was wine tourism class. I was in the wine tourism class. And I thought we were just going to be given desk and study material to study what is tourism, and then go home every day. But we were sitting in the circle, we're checking in, how are you feeling today? And then we were talking about our feelings, and then the personal development of which is something that I was not familiar with. And I was like, I don't know what is this. I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone here. I'm not a person to speak about my feelings. So when Roger here spoke earlier, he spoke about how PYDA is doing things different, things that we've never seen anywhere else. I've never seen the personal development anywhere else except PYDA. So my journey at PYDA was a roller coaster of all emotions. It was filled with laughter, hard work, conflict, and then the tears as well. So we laughed together, we cried together, we fought, and the biggest thing that we fought about was the language. We were clashing a lot with the language. But in all that, I found myself at PYDA. Before PYDA, I don't think I would be standing here today and talking to a full room. My knees would fail me and I would fall. I discovered my strength. I discovered my weaknesses. I was pushed out of my comfort zone, but that made me who I am today. After leaving the academy, I worked for Simonsech under the management of Mr. Denzel Swartz, who is now my unpaid mentor. Shortly after that, I joined Wine.Koza as a content manager. My ex-employees are here, Judy and Kevin. So after that, I shortly joined Aslina Wines. So a funny story about how I joined Aslina Wines, I got a job at MSC Cruise as a wine steward. And I needed a letter, reference letter, and I asked Nikki, who is the former ED, PYDA ED. And Nikki was asking, what is this job about? So I explained, and then Nikki said, okay, I'll do the letter for you, but I don't think there's a lot that you can do here at home. You have a lot to offer. I was like, is she lying to me? And then she said, send me your CV, I'll look for something for you. I sent her my CV, it was not even updated, and then she helped me to update it. And then the following day, she says to me, there's a company that is looking for marketing and sales assistant. I'm like, Nikki, I have no experience in that. I was working at the tasting room, and so there's no marketing and sales experience. How am I supposed to get that job? And she says, no, send it. So I sent Nikki the CV, and then she sends it to Aslina Wines, and I got the job. So right now, standing here today, I am proud to say I am one of the head and marketing sales team. I also sit on the board of PYDA, serving. To the graduates, the VIP of the day, it is very important today for you guys to reflect on the journey from when you started in February until today. Check the person that entered PYDA in February, compare with the person that you are leaving. Is it the same person? Yeah. You are ready. You are ready. I'm not going to say anything about you need this and that to be ready. You are ready. I know that you are ready. You just showed us that you are ready now. So the foundation has been laid. All you need, and it's a strong foundation, all you need to do is just to plant your plans accordingly. Don't lose yourself in the process. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget why you started. Roger said when they were going through the application, there were over 500 applications and you made it. It's not by luck that you are here. There's a reason that you are here. Don't forget where you come from. So we always talk about the industry, both sides, tourism, because there's a thin line between them. They go and then they meet, tourism and wine. It's a strange industry. It's nice and then it's hard. It's long hours. Sometimes you want to give up. You cry. The same crying you were crying in the class, you're going to cry again. But in the process, don't forget why you started, why you're here. You spoke so nicely about poverty. Don't forget, there's a reason behind why you're doing this. You could have just not applied and stayed at home, but you decided to apply. A wise woman once said, when you go out there in the world, make sure to build the bridges. Don't bend them, as you might need them to cross to the other side. Congratulations. The journey begins. It starts now, but you have all the tools to go through it. Yes, yeah?
I love that we could hear from someone who's gone through the journey, who sits on the other side, successful. Are you inspired? I'm inspired. I think the whole room is inspired, and I think that is the perfect note on which to start the awarding of the certificates. Okay, the moment is here. Breathe. Remember not to fall, ladies and gents. Write your moment, your photo. Smile at the camera. This is it. I want to welcome to the stage who will be handing out, or who will be calling out the names rather, this wine lead for this program, Namonde Kobeka. Then we're going to have our student coordinator, Sisfisihle Mfobo. And finally, we're also going to be having our tourism lead, which is Emmeline Revel-Aris. So those are the people that will be calling out the names, and then those handing the scrolls and gifts. I want to welcome board members, Yuliswa to stage, as well as Crispin Swart to the stage, please. And then our special gifts from our gift sponsor, Ramco, this morning or this afternoon, Tuscany Lamprecht and Geo de Brain. All right, breathe in. Breathe in, ladies and gents. Your moment is almost here.
Good morning, Dumelang, Sanbonani, Molweni. Bonjour, if there's somebody who leans that way. My name is Nomonde Kubeka, and I am the wine lead. So I'll be handing out the awards, the certificates to the class 1. But before that, I think a walk down memory lane. Shoo, what a year. So first, my reflections, because I've been reflecting quite a bit and writing notes in my head about the class of 2025. So I'm going to speak a little bit about the 60 before I talk to the wine specifically. So my reflections, I think one of the things that I'm most proud of about you as a group is how you like and love each other, how you care about each other. And there were many incidences where this was evidence, right? So I remember you guys, looking gorgeous, all of you, right? I remember you guys from the recruitment camp. Where's my size 1, guys? So it's been a journey, it's been a year. I reflected on camp, the camp that we had in March, on how you bonded with each other. These new strangers getting together, going through this couple of days together in close proximity and sharing their hearts with each other. I remember the netball competition between students and staff. That was rough. Kian, are you still all right? You're not limping. So Kian and I got into a little scuffle playing netball. One thing about this group, they're competitive. Once they set their minds to something, they go for it. And that's what I love about you guys. Keep that going always. I'm thinking about celebrations of birthdays. So what we do standing in a circle. The birthday guy, girl is in the middle, and they're celebrated. Songs are sang. Pinky, where are you? Pinky likes to, Izan, likes to dance for whoever the birthday person is. And they show this in the morning, we play the drum, and this is how we come together and we celebrate each other. The sports tournament this year, very, very competitive. I love that again about you. And the first time I heard the choir, so you guys are listening to them now in November. The first time I heard them, they were in a classroom, I was rushing to a meeting, and I actually had to stop in my tracks, dead in my tracks, because they were singing. This is now still in February. These young people are strangers, but they united, and they're still united today. June 16 celebrations. Fire, fire, fire. You brought the house down. You are talented. Remember that. Own that. You are that. And the year has been, like I said, it's been challenging, but it's been rewarding. For me, one of the most rewarding years of my professional life. And this is thanks to you and testimony to you. To the wine class, particularly the 40. Easy peasy? Nazo. You guys came in fresh. Most of you not knowing anything about this one thing that you'd signed up for. You asked a lot of questions, keeping curious, keep asking those questions. I look at you today and I know that you've got everything that it takes to make your life a success. Like I said, this year has not been easy. There have been hard conversations. I will not look at anybody particularly in the eye. We had to, okay, I'm not looking in the eye. Right, so it was tough, but it was again rewarding. You've learned out of your socks, keep learning. You've grown. You know that about yourselves, right? I know sometimes, at some points, there were tears, a few thoughts of quitting and giving up, but I want to say to you, no quit, no surrender. Don't quit. Never quit on yourself. One of the things that I love, again, about this group of 2025, all of them, but I suppose wine might have a little extra special place in mine, nah, is your ability to rise to the occasion, no matter the challenges. I've seen that. It was work placement, it was academics, when you got your results that you didn't necessarily like, but you rose above that. You dust yourself off, you move on. So, whatever life throws at you, keep rising to the occasion. Know that you are resilient, that you are powerful, and most importantly, remember why. Always carry your why. Class of 2025, congratulations from me. So, we're going to be awarding the certificates. Crispin and Yoli, please come closer. All right, class 1. Remember, this is your moment. Smile, take the photo. Don't rush off the stage. Ladies, so watch those high heels. Xemanet. All right. First certificate, Daniel Abrahams. Kian Bucas. Oh, no, sorry. Did I call you too fast? Okay. I'm gonna slow down.
Njengoba ngiphuma ngiyobhekana namaphupha ami webazali nginowesaba. Ngifana nempunguthi engihlamba ngigqoka ngivumelana ngaphandle mina ngomnyama.
Terence Boyson.
Sengikhulekile kakhulu Nkosi yami, abuzophendula nini? Mina ngizofuneka ngqine.
Michaela Jemare Browers. She's also known as Coco Melon by her class. Nazli Engelbrecht. And the one who likes to giggle a lot. Mihlali Fonoza. TikTok. Pindile Hlomendlini. Liema Loleka. Very careful. Yiva Majubani. Mandisa Mahacheni. Talita Marsh. Milan Mashika. Tshepang Masokanye. Bongani Mdlazi. Mishka Moses. Lilita Nobumba. Dwandlekazi Tentema. Zinzi Putumani. Piwo kuhle Kyokyo. Asati Antolo. Right, Sipesihle, please come through.
Yo, yes, sis. I said to the team, we were jokingly speaking about my crying, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna disappoint you. I'm not gonna cry, but here I am crying. It's just tears of joy. It was not an easy journey. I would get calls at 2 a.m. I don't like phone calls, but I had to make sure that my phone is not on mute because I know there's people that rely on venting at me at 2 a.m. I was more like a sister to them. It's not easy to coordinate adults because they have a view always, different opinions, more especially ama-2K. Bathetha kuthethwa. While you're speaking, they're also speaking. But, oh man, I love them. Very unique. Everyone is different. And how we connected differently. So there was 3 classes, 1 class of tourism, 1 wine. So 2 wine. And I know when I go to tourism, if I want to lift my spirit up, I'm going to go and say, Sibu, let's do a TikTok challenge. Then there's class 1, they are so peaceful. And then they would request, Spesh, can we go to the outdoor classroom to pray? I'm not okay. So prayer warriors were mostly in class 1. We would go down, do check-ins differently because now they are requesting for a prayer. I would go down with them, we would pray, we would cry, and then we would act like nothing happened. Come back, continue with studies. There's class 2. I don't know how I did it because I can't blame anyone. I was the one that was actually separating class 1 and class 2, making the classes. So I didn't notice that I had most extroverts in class 2. Olukai. But as I'm saying, I connected in a deeper level with them. They have a special place in my heart. You have the toolbox. You have something other graduates don't have, which is personal development. The talent has been launched. You are the difference. I want you to go out there. I'm not sure if the tourism and wine industry is ready for you. But partners, I'm telling you now, wow, you are gonna go out there with your toolbox and you will do it. You will do it. You will go out there, you will not copy and paste what is done wrong because we've taught you better. You will launch talent over there and we will be so proud that we invested in you. Each and every staff member that is here has invested in you. I have no value in me. I know you will make the difference. I am very much confident that you will. And thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for your love, the silly jokes, and always teasing me, I Spesh. When we receive students, we also learn some things about ourselves. We don't only pour to them, but we also learn, we also grow. And I am very, very happy that it happened that I meet you, class of 2025. It doesn't end here. You are going straight to the alumni program. We will meet there. Now, I'm gonna call out the names. Woo. Yes, you can come Yoli, you can come Crispin. Yo. Ready? Okay. Belem ayab. Cornelius Courtney Lee. Gabe Yonela. Gongo Unam. Kota Izan Lisa. Upinki Pink Dollar. Matwazama. Mbolompo Sisamkelo. Mthelo Ritapayetsi. Go, stand up here. Dlangala Vukalima. Kowane Simamkele. Nompondo Mihlali Princess. Peterson Shan Faith. Pichana Lucanyo. Utsotsi wasephala. Semaro Atlehang. Southie Tyra Shellen. Swart Michelle Ashland. Tukwayo Limnandi. Fan Squad Matthew Cole. Vitskit Natalie. Thank you. Come, Emmeline.
Thank you. Sure. I'm just standing here trying to manage my emotions so that I can get through the speech. But I must say this has been a beautiful year. And the class of 2025 was a true reminder of the meaningful work we get to do here at PYDA. Guys, thank you for a beautiful year. Terence, thank you for teaching us how to cha-cha. So I'm the tourism lead, and I had the privilege of spending a full year with all 20 tourism students, from Monday to Friday, from their morning check-ins to afternoon check-outs. My role was to facilitate and to support their journey throughout the course, which included all three parts: the personal development, the academics, and the work placements. So earlier this week, I read a quote that captured everything I felt about this group. And it said, "All the truly great persons I have ever met are characterized by what I would call radical humility and gratitude." And I thought, yes, that's them. Great, not because of loud achievements, but because of the humble, grateful way they approached every challenge and moment of growth. They showed their gratitude for being part of this group through their focus, their commitment, and their genuine excitement for this opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, they were exceptional in everything they delivered, and continued with a consistent hunger and curiosity to learn about the industry, themselves, and life. They always had a million questions. Every facilitator or lecture after said they had so many questions, but I loved it. They were always ready to engage, connect, learn from others and each other. They made sure to squeeze everything they could out of this year's opportunity and to multiply it in every way possible, and the result shows. Their excitement was so contagious. For every outing, every activity, every event, there was a class discussion, a strategy. What are we going to wear? How are we going to start? They described their excitement as a grade 8 in their first year of high school. Wide-eyed for every event and activity. I remember the day they had to submit their first serious project, which required Harvard referencing. A first for all of them. The quiet panic in the room was real. But the celebration after everyone passed, every single module was loud. Everyone here at SI heard them. The random choir practices where they somehow always sing in sync, like Namonde said, even from February, but I'm sure Sibulele and Milan made sure of that. So in June, when they called me to say they won the Youth Day choir competition, I actually expected it. They took everything seriously. how they showed up and engaged at events. Thank you, Kiko, Travel Smart Crew, all of you that invited and gave them an opportunity to work at events. Every event where there was a panel discussion, you would hear a confident voice from the tourism class engaging in discussions. They take their personal brand serious in the industry, very seriously, and how they showed up professionally in the work placements really made me proud. All of them were top academic achievements in their tourism management course, and I mean all of them. Distinctions marks, cum laude, left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, the lowest year mark for this group was 84%. That was the lowest. That was the lowest. So the top is close to 100. And on top of that, today we celebrate, and I'm not sure if it's in PYDA's history, the highest employment rate for a single class before graduation. 75% of this group is employed. So employers, there are only 5 left of these rock stars. Hurry up. I think they only have 2 weeks left before being unemployed. But it's their personal transformation in each one of them that inspired me daily. Their humility and radical gratitude in their approach to life. They are bright, they are bold, and professional individuals who take their personal brands very seriously. The industry describes them as calm yet confident, consistently respectful, emotionally intelligent, and impressively quick to learn. Since the start of this course, the tourism industry has opened up us with wide arms and truly welcomed this class. You guys did not just assist with work placements, but you also came to teach. You gave every opportunity to connect to the students, Jenna, Annemin, Unita, Kiko, like going the extra mile for this group, and it really shows, the result shows. And with every meeting with all of you since last year this time, discussing and planning for this course, I've always and always will move with confidence in each one of them. Rock stars, I am incredibly proud of all of you. This has and will always be my best group in PYDA. But before I call out the names, I want to say what I will miss of this group. I will miss Unako checking in using all her government names. Mervin and Avella fighting. I swear they learned each other's home languages through that. Bianca trying to sneak a snack in when I look away. And she was curious to know questions. Lisa Lee says cryptic messages. There was one day when he had to wish one of his classmates and he said, "Thank you for showing me other things and keep on showing me other things." And all of us understood what he meant. I'll miss Sesetu quietly nodding like he doesn't understand, but always pass with flying colors. Pumelela and Natama and their selfies and the faces that they pull. Teo's negotiations. Mawande and his eagerness with "I will go first." Sibulele with her pastor's wife aura. And how her hands move on that drum. Ntabi Singh and her quiet intelligence. And Setu reminding me that I'm a fairy. Kayakazi and her French accents. And Selinati and her tears. Her tears for joy, for gratitude, anything beautiful. Bandipe always asking me to repeat something so that she can prove to someone next to her that she was right. And Diswa always requesting a class discussion to unpack concepts. The class was almost over then, and Diswa goes, "Can we please discuss this?" And lastly, Tabisa and Asabella's "Hi, Boema." Class, go forward with the same humility, courage, and curiosity that brought you here today. To the wine students, congratulations. I loved all the dancing, the learning, the vibing with you guys. All 60 of you were PYDA's best class. I remember in almost most of our staff meetings, all the staff would say, yeah, but what is it with this group? They're just unique, they're just special. You guys were all in for everything. And we will always remember you. Congratulations to all of you. I will now call out the names for the awarding of the tourism class certificates. Mervyn asked me specifically not to call out their second names, but I will not dare to call out all Unako's names. It is a birthday after all. Happy birthday, Unako. If you guys are ready for your moment. They are so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Mervyn Kasner. Theo Clark. Theo Clark. Sibulele Dael. Tabisa Dinginto. Avela Colose. Mawande Langboy. Andiswa Mararene. Sibo Letoba. Asabela Mhlanga. Bianca Michal. Esetu Namatele. Selinati Mpokeli. Tabiseng Geza. Lisa Lise Notlaka. Sesetu Notoko. Pandipen Sikilana. Pumalela Sidiata. Our birthday girl, Unako Ukuhle Somlata. Kayakazi Koweni. Atama Zondani. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the tourism class of 2025.
Congrats.
This is why we came here. Do you know what I loved about that moment was the support, the cheering. That just brought tears to my eyes, to be in a room of celebration and celebrating each other. So I hope you savor that moment. But there's a bit more to savor. I'm calling to the stage right now Rita Rank, our Student Wellness and Alumni Lead, as we have our special awards that are going to be presented. And it will be presented by Kashne Ross and Roger Domingo, as well as Judy Brower and Kevin Kidsid, the founders and owners of Wine.coza. Rita, to the stage.
Thank you. So I have the privilege of awarding these special awards to a few of our exceptional students who stood out throughout the year. You can join me on stage. And if I must reflect on this year just in 2 seconds, I was the cheerleader of all these students. So I will still be your cheerleader because you become part of alumni, right? Thank you. So these awards, there's 4 categories. The Top Achiever Award in the Wine Practitioner class, drum roll. This student has demonstrated consistent excellence, dedication, and a strong commitment to their studies. Congratulations to Abonga Bayeng! Congratulations, Ayabonga! Well done. So, the Top Achiever Award in our Tourism Practitioner class goes to, well done, Kaya Kazi. Well done on your hard work and outstanding academic performance. Congratulations, Kaya Kazi Pachana. Thank you. The next award. The next award is the Student Choice Award, voted by students. This award recognizes the student who made a positive presence felt throughout the year, someone who encouraged and motivated others, showed empathy and contributed positively to the overall class environment. Congratulations on being the source and the inspiration and the support to your peers. Lucania! Voted right. Thank you. The last award is the Staff Choice Award, voted by staff. This award was based on attendance, personal development, where we can see that the student has grown, developed over the past few months and upholds the PYDA values. Well done on consistently demonstrating excellence and embodying what PYDA stands for. Are you ready? Mervyn Kessler! Thank you. Thank you. Well done, Mervyn.
Oh, I love that. Congratulations. Congratulations. That spirit of gratitude and celebration is in the air. And as we started off the day, we did so in song. And as we wrap up this wonderful day, we're starting to get to that point where we're going to close off processions. But before then, let us kick it off with a beautiful song from our class of 2025, just one more time. Welcome to the stage.
What are you doing with the mic, bro? Keep it down. Over here. Must put it over here. Just over here. I'm gonna hold it. Make some bars afterwards.
Thank you so much. Can we give them one more round of applause? We'll briefly be hearing from some of the students, and I think it is so vital to give voice to those who have been on the journey this year. I've already got so much that I want to share, but I'm going to keep it for after we have our students. I'm going to call all three up, but the first one who will be speaking and giving us their graduate address is Zinzi Putumani. Then we'll also have Matthew van Skoor can come up, and Mwande Langboy.
This one's fine.
A very good day to everyone. Goeiedag almal, molweni kuni nonke. Guest, PYDA facilitators, PYDA partners, leaders, friends and family, and of course my fellow graduates. Physically, I feel gorgeous. Intellectually, I'm fully present. Emotionally, I'm overwhelmed by joy. And spiritually, I feel blessed and grateful. And with that, I check in. Esia? My name is Zinzi, and I feel very pleased and honored to stand here in front of you today. So as I stand here, I am a member of the SRC of PYDA class of 2025, and I will be representing the incredible class of 2025, and I feel very honored to share our journey with you guys today. Nibahle guys, you guys look very beautiful. And it feels so unreal to be standing in front of you today. I actually cannot believe that we have made it this far. And the reason I'm saying that is because each and every one of us in the class of 2025 has lived a story that no one really knows about except us. And the reason I'm saying that is because our journey actually started long before we entered the doors of PYDA. And for most of us, a lot of sacrifices were done. A lot of sacrifices were done. Some people had to quit their jobs in order to come here. Other people had to drop their courses. Other people had dramatic clashes with their families because their families didn't see the vision of wine or tourism. Ndishona lapha bakhona abazali abasazibuzayo, out of all the courses that you could have done, why wine, why tourism? And by that, I mean that I'm sure even today there's still parents amongst us that are still asking themselves, why tourism, why wine? And as I mentioned earlier on, our journey started before we even entered these doors. Before the achievements, ayabonga Belem, before the confidence that you see today, before the transitions and transformations, before the growth that you see today, there was a beginning. And the beginning meant that there were a lot of sacrifices that had to be done. And as much as some people did not believe in this journey, we also did not know what to expect. We were just a group of people coming from different places, coming from different families, different challenges and backgrounds. And there was only one thing that we had in common. It was a dream and hope to change our lives. And that is why we took the leap of faith and joined PYDA. And it was not easy at all. It was not easy, but it was necessary. The traveling with trains, long distances, early winter mornings, working in the mornings, adjusting to the PYDA structure because there were a lot of things that we were not familiar with. Meditations in the morning, for example. Public speaking is a thing at PYDA. Reflecting is a thing at PYDA. You could literally be playing a game and then afterwards you have to talk about what you learned about the game, what it meant for you. So we had to adapt to the structure of PYDA. There were also a lot of expectations for us, for example, being on time, attending classes, participating and opening up to the culture of PYDA, meaning that being open to things like coaching, mentoring, counseling, and being open about your life in general. So not everyone is familiar with that, but we did it. There was a lot of beautiful things that happened. As they mentioned earlier on, we had birthday celebrations as well. And not everyone has that privilege with their family. Some people don't celebrate birthdays or don't have families nearby, but we did it. And with that, I also like to wish Upudlunga, one of our coaches, a special happy birthday. Yeah. So as I mentioned, it wasn't easy, but it was necessary. We grew together, we created bonds, We collided like siblings at times, but made up afterwards because this space did not only require us to come and attend classes for the sake of learning, but it also required our full participation. It also required participation and engagement as well as discipline and growth. It wasn't easy, but we made it. And all of that wouldn't have been a success without the support of everyone amongst us, our fellow facilitators, coaches, as I mentioned earlier on, mentors and counselors. We learned we had to let go of certain habits for us to be here today. We had to learn the culture and join the culture of PYDA. We learned, we grew, we were supported, we were heard, and we grew even better. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you that came here today to give us a support. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna hand over to my fellow president, SRC member, Mawande.
Yo, Zinzi, how do I follow that? Yeah, greeting to the house at large. My name is Mawande Langboy, and I'm a representative of the tourism class of 2025. I am part of the Student Representative Council of 2025, and a direct beneficiary of the good work that is done at PYDA by PYDA itself, its partners, and all its collaborators. Ite yafika le mini. So today we don't only celebrate where we come from. We celebrate who we became, what the journey made us. It's something that is very simple when you listen to it. At face value, you spend only a second thinking about it, but in actual fact, it's very deep. We come here from different backgrounds. We tell different stories. Stories of challenges faced, stories of victories earned. But what brings us here today, what we all share, what we all have in common, is that we stayed the course. We kept going. We did it. The world often celebrates the big victories, the medals, the awards, the big accomplishments. But today I would like to shine a light on the small victories, the quiet victories. I want to celebrate the nights we spent, the nights we stayed up completing projects we did not even believe that we would finish. I want to celebrate you standing up and asking that question, no matter how benign it seemed. I want to celebrate the friends that we made along the journey that made even the hardest days more bearable. I would like to celebrate you for the times you admitted that you need help. I would like to celebrate the courage it took for you to actually accept the help when it was offered to you. A big day indeed. To PYDA, I am short of words to actually explain what this year has meant for me and how it has changed my life. But I stand here as testament. Talent was launched. The Mawande that came here from Eastern Cape last year would not stand in front of such a big crowd. but I was taught, I was groomed, I was polished into what I am today. To my classmates, you are Shaya, guys. I want to leave you guys with this little saying. You are the architect of your own destiny. You create your own future. You're in charge of that. So I would like for each and every one of us, when we leave here, we move with intention. We move with purpose. We move with confidence. Because we were trained. We were prepared. And to all of PYDA's contributors and funders, there's a Xhosa saying that says, "Yangasekwande apho nithatha khona." May the fountain that you drink from never dry up. You have changed our lives. I am forever thankful to you for investing in the dream of a little boy from the Eastern Cape. I will never forget you. Guys, we came, we saw, we conquered. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Before I start, I would just like to thank my Lord and Savior. I made a vow the day I got here that if He grants me this opportunity, I will forever be thankful, and today I'm doing it in front of a big crowd. So yeah. So my name is Matthew Cole van Schoor, and I'm a member of the SRC. And we arrive at an exciting time. For some, it may be the unknown future. Many think the future is something that happens to us, but in actual fact, it's something that we now have to create. Here at PYDA, everyone spoke about the amazing tools we got, and I cannot stress this more. So use that to build towards the future that you want. When I look to all of you, I see a room full of leaders, thinkers. I think, in fact, I was so stunned when I got chosen as one of the SRC members because it could have been any one of you. And I still remember the day I stood here and we did the show and I was the MC. I also said, Roger, next year you must invite me back and Lusa can have a break next year. I still remember when I asked the staff, don't you think this group of students or us is something just a little extra? And they were, no, they wanted us to do more, sing more, but I know, now they know that we have that extra charisma and that extra oomph. And for sure, all of you lived up to that. Some of us knows what is coming next, and for others, they are still exploring. Both of this is fine. Remember, there is no one right time for success. We must continue learning and becoming the best versions of ourselves. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for having my back and that I could be a part of this fantastic roller coaster ride. As I mentioned prior to this, each and everyone has the ability to stand here, and I also want to give a special shout out to the other SRC members. I want them to take a stand because it literally could have been any one of them standing here as well. And yeah, thank you for that support as well, guys. I know all of us will have a successful journey. Don't forget to reach into your PYDA toolkit when the times get tough. And don't forget the promises that you made to the little boy back at home. To friendships that will last a lifetime. To graduates in the class of 2025. They have launched the talent to be the difference. So let us go and be that difference. And with that, I check out.
What a bright bunch of young adults going into the future. I mean, those speeches had me inspired, and just something that Mwande said spoke about transformation and reminded me of a quote. It's a Mexican proverb, and it says, "They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds." Sometimes we don't ourselves know we're seeds. And when I look at you and I listen to all the stories, when I listen to the teachers, the leads, the coaches, everyone that's been involved, it just felt like it reminded you, you're a seed. And it doesn't matter if it's a workload or challenges or the working world that you are going into, you grow and you have something to give the world. So I love that. We're going to have some closing remarks. Thereafter, we're going to have our official closing, and the celebration then continues. But I'd like to welcome to the stage PYDA board chairperson. We've seen him on the stage all of this procession. Crispin Swart to the stage.
I don't know if you remember that it felt like yesterday when I met you the first time. And you were very anxious and unsure. And it's beautiful to see all the lovely smiles. And so we started with a poem this morning. And rather than another speech, I thought of doing something different. So I've written a piece. And I'll be reading it to you. I can't commit it to memory. You know, there's certain things that happen when you get to my age. And it's specifically for you as the class of 2025. And it's called The Restoration We Lead. And the word leadership has come up a lot today. And each and every one of you are going to be stepping into leadership. So bear with me as we go through this. I've worked on it for weeks, shaped it, tore it up, redid it, and hopefully it does justice to you as a group of excellent, excellent leaders. You did not arrive here by accident. You are the echo of ancestors who dared, the rhythm of mothers who prayed in silence, the fire of fathers who walked without maps. You are the dream that refused to die. This year in particular, where's our young boy from the Eastern Cape? You have walked through the valley of becoming. when doubt danced with hope, when your voice cracked open and you found beneath the rubble a name worth speaking. You found your voice, and underneath that, a name worth speaking. And now, this is the call to action. There's always this, so what, now what? So what? Now what? Now you stand at the threshold, not as passengers, but as architects of the possible. We heard that in the 3 speeches. Not as echoes, but as originators of new songs. Please do not wait for permission. The world is not waiting. In fact, it is aching for your kind of courage, your kind of leadership, the kind that listens deeply, speaks truth gently, and moves mountains with love. The kind of leadership that listens deeply, speaks truth. Don't we need that in our country? Speaks truth gently and moves mountains with love. You are not meant to march in line. In fact, you are meant to dance in circles. Lucia, to build bridges from broken bones and plant seeds in soil others call barren. To build bridges from broken bones and to plant seeds in soil others call barren. You are the sons and daughters of tomorrow, but you carry today in your hands. You carry the tools PYDA has equipped you with, the tools of reflection, resilience, ritual, asya. You carry the gifts that you've been gifted with, vision, vulnerability, voice. So go. Go with your hearts as a compass, with your own story as an offering, your presence as protest against despair. Go, each and every one of you, go, not to fit in, but to belong. Go to restore, go to lead. Go, not to fit in, but to belong, to restore, to lead. And God bless you on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Crispin. I will admit, when you sat down, you took your jacket off, I started getting worried. It is hot, but I thought, are the shoes going next? But there you were, and you delivered something so powerful. I love that. Today, there's been a culmination of some tears. There's been lots of laughter. There's been music, celebration, gratitude. It's going to be a little food in just a minute, too. There's been awards. There's been acknowledgement. And just in case you forget, I just want to throw in, there's been this organization doing this for the past 12 years. A graduate class of 100% of the class graduating. A first. History being made. 50% and counting that are already employed. Countless hours, assignments, pens, travel, rain, shine, moods, whatever, and we got to this day. So I want to ask everybody, take your hand and put it on your heart, give it a soft little tap, a very soft tap, and I want you to just lean into that gratitude. I'm grateful I made it here. I'm grateful I supported this class, whoever you came here to support. I'm grateful I fund here, if that's what you're doing. If you're a partner, I teach, I coach. Just take that 10 seconds to just lean into your part of being here today. We are proud of you. Be proud of yourself. But most of all, be grateful, appreciate it, and pass it on when you can. So ladies and gents, without further ado, we are going to stand up, stretch those legs, and the class is going to have the official cap toss. So I'm going to do a countdown. Everybody can stand up. I'm going to count down, and you can join me from 10 to 1. And when I get to 1, I want to see those caps in the air. Photographer, this is your moment to shine. This is your moment. Okay. So, for this amazing class that has been said today, the best class, the personality, the X factor, the everything that we came to celebrate here today, 2025, like only you can. Join me as I count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Well done! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done, class. Ladies and gents, you're more than welcome to get yourself some of the lovely catering, celebrate with us, take some photos, and thank you so much for being here today.
Maheda, Mandela, Rapakeda, Unilever, Goborete, Emalema, Osagara Shakatalule, Osagara Stan Seman, Kibiteri Naga Samales Bed, Skotela Sadi Raften Seman, Kashkonta here well. Shanda here well. Maratana Kasta, Kashkonta here well. Shanda here well. Maratana Kasta. Ay, man. Gunda, Iya wena makumba kumba 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 makumba kumba 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 makumba kumba 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 makumba kumba 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 makumba kumba kumba ebathi thina sifuna le mali sifuna le cash sifuna le stash asifuna mamita asifuna mapita sifuna makumba sonke sifuna makumba ila wena ebathi thina sifuna le mali sifuna le cash sifuna le stash asifuna mamita asifuna mapita sifuna makumba sonke sifuna makumba ila wena